quick pre-rant. I got a flight tomorrow, and niggas is complaining about me being lazy. 7 a.m. Niggas don't understand 7 a.m. That shit hurts. Waking up at 5 to go take a bus to go fucking fly and be ready at 7 a.m. How the fuck can I do that? As a kid. God damn it. Pissing me off, bro. That's I was like, bro, I gotta make it, bro. I'm waking up at 7 goddamn a.m. every single time. 3 to 4 times out my day, 7 fucking a.m., bro. God. You cannot tell me I don't deserve this shit. You cannot tell me I don't deserve this bitch right now. Another 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. flight. Fuck me, bro. Shit. Like, I love sleeping in past 10. I don't think niggas understand. I love sleeping in past 10. My body feels at peace. But no. Nope. Availability, and I bet a nigga could not do that because he probably had work or some shit. Or some conflicting schedule. Because of the day before, I'm like, buddy. Wow. That's why I gotta really pay attention to these availability questions. I'm only available on weekends. All of the day. Yo, give him some days in the middle, you know. Okay, let's get serious. Alright, that was my nice little pre-rant. Let's get serious. I got one more vid and then we're off to the races. Shower, food, provisions, all that good shit. Come back, edit, study. That sounds like a good day to me. Maybe play some Rise, maybe record some Rise, just to get frustration, whatever, out my body. But you know, should probably get some sleep by like 11. Yeah, should probably start hitting the hay at like 11. Planning out my goddamn day. Look at me. All right, let's get serious. This story is called Morphine. In the realm between wakefulness and dreams, I existed in a twilight world, trapped in a coma that had held me captive for months. I was aware of the sterile, antiseptic scent of the hospital room, the soft hum of machines, and the distant chatter of nurses. But my body lay motionless, a mere shell of the person I once was. I had no memory of the accident that brought me to this state, no recollection of the fateful night when my family had been torn apart. The police had been baffled by the case, unable to uncover any leads or suspects. But I knew the truth. I knew the identity of the person responsible for my family's murder, and it haunted me my every moment. The attending physician, Dr. Eleanor Blackwood. She had been a constant presence in my life since, the accident. She was a tall, imposing figure with dark eyes that seemed to hold secrets and a demeanor that exuded professionalism. To the world, she was a compassionate doctor dedicated for my recovery. But I had glimpsed a darker truth beneath the surface. In the depths of my coma-induced state, I had discovered a mysterious ability, a gift or curse. I couldn't be sure. I could traverse the foggy border between dreams and reality, slipping into the consciousness of those around me. It was during those moments of lucidity that I had witnessed Dr. Blackwood's sinister actions. I had watched her move throughout the hospital corridors, her steps echoing with purpose as she checked the machines and reviewed my charts. But it was what she did in the dead of night that made me cold. I had seen her in my dreams, my subconscious mind piecing together fragments of memories that eluded me. I knew the truth. The night my family had been brutally murdered, I had been in the house, hidden away in my room. I had heard their cries, their pleas for mercy, and I had witnessed the face of the killer. a face I had never forgotten. It was the face of Dr. Eleanor Blackwood. In the dreamlike state of my coma, I had watched her in her hours that followed the murders, her hands stained with the blood of my family. She had carefully staged the scene to look like a break-in, planting evidence to mislead the investigators. But she never counted on my ability to bear witness from the shadows of my unconscious mind. I'd seen enough to know that she was the one responsible for the heinous crime that shattered my life. But I was powerless to communicate this knowledge to the outside world, trapped in a silent, unresponsive body. As the days turned into weeks, I became consumed by a burning desire for justice. I longed to expose Dr. Blackwood's true nature, to bring her to account for the horrors she had wrought. But how could I do so when I was bound to the confines of my coma? One night, as Dr. Blackwood made her usual rounds, I seized the opportunity. I delved into her mind, seeking to uncover any evidence that could link her to the crime. What I discovered was a series of cryptic messages, emails, texts, and handwritten notes hidden in the depths of her computer and locked drawers. These messages revealed a chilling truth. Dr. Blackwood was not acting alone. She was part of a sinister organization, a network of individuals who operated in the shadows, orchestrating crimes and covering their tracks with ruthless efficiency. The details of their operations were obscured, but their motives were clear: to gain power, control, and wealth at any cost. I realized that my family's murder had been part of a larger plan, a puzzle piece in the grander scheme. Dr. Blackwood's involvement was merely a single thread in a tangled web of deceit, and I was determined to unravel it. As the days passed, I continued to delve into Dr. Blackwood's mind, gathering information and piecing together the puzzle. But the more I uncovered, the more dangerous my situation became. I knew that Dr. Blackwood was aware of my attempts to access her thoughts, and she had become increasingly vigilant, taking precautions to shield her secrets. One night, as I probed deeper into her mind, I felt a sudden, searing pain, a backlash of psychic energy that threatened to overwhelm me. It was as though she had sensed my presence within her thoughts and had unleashed a psychic attack in retaliation. The pain was excruciating, my mind racked with torment, but I held on, driven by the desperate determination to expose the truth. In the depths of my suffering, I uncovered a final piece of the puzzle: an address, a location where the organization held its clandestine meetings. With this newfound knowledge, I hatched a plan. In the realm of my coma, I constructed an elaborate mental ruse, a false reality that would lure Dr. Blackwood to the address I had uncovered. I would make her believe that I was succumbed to the coma, that my mind was slipping away. As the plan unfolded, Dr. Blackwood's vigilance waned, and she became convinced that she would silence me once and for all. She would not suspect the trap that I'd set, the net closing in around her. The day of reckoning came. As Dr. Blackwood left the hospital and followed the breadcrumbs of my ruse to the address I had provided, she entered the building, a dilapidated warehouse on the outskirts of town, unaware of the fate that awaited her. Inside, the organization had gathered for a meeting, their faces concealed by masks and their identities shrouded in secrecy. Dr. Blackwood's arrival was met with nods of recognition, but she remained oblivious to the trap closing in around her. As she moved further into the dimly lit warehouse, I seized control of her actions, guiding her to a hidden room where I had arranged a series of incriminating documents and evidence. The truth was laid bare before her, the evidence of her involvement in my family's murder and the dark machinations of the organization. Realization dawned on Dr. Blackwood's face, and panic gripped her. She attempted to flee, but it was too late. The organization's members had seen the evidence, and they turned on her with a fury born of betrayal. The room descended into chaos as accusations were hurled and violence erupted. As the organization crumbled, I released my grip from Dr. Blackwood's mind, allowing her to experience the full weight of her crimes and the terror of her impending fate. It was a form of justice, a reckoning that had been a long time coming. In the hospital room, my body remained motionless, still trapped in the coma that had held me captive. But my consciousness had achieved a measure of closure, a semblance of justice for the family I had lost. As I faded back into the twilight world of my coma, I knew that I had done what I could to expose the truth, to bring my family's killer to account. And so, in the realm between wakefulness and dreams, I awaited the day my body would awaken, when I could emerge from the shadows of my coma and confront the world with the knowledge of the true identity of my family's killer.